which is the sequel to this game. So I decided we should try this one instead. So we're going to be playing one of the hardest games known to man on the PlayStation 2. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be insane. And I promise I'm not going to swear. So I just hope it's going to work just the way I hope it's going to work. Like, RNG can be a pain in the ass in this game. Sorry, I already swear. It's hard. This game is hard. This game does not respect anybody. This hasn't been ran since at least 2 years. 2 years ago, a friend of mine called Suspicious Legs and Soda said, hey, you guys should run this game because if you like it, why not, right? Yeah, there's going to be a swear jar because I swear to God, this game like can tilt me, but I promise, because this is an event, of course, I'll try to hold everything in, but I hope everything's going to be fine. All right, so we're going to start the timer. The timer ends when we kill Harry at the very end on the boat, and then he drops over. All right, so if I don't read chat, it's not my fault. I'm focused. All right, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. So here's just a simple chase. It's nothing too complicated. We're just gonna chase this car down all the way to the warehouse where we're bringing the kid over. The car can be taken. You can actually steal the car, but I'd rather not take that risk and lose time for no reason, because this car is a pain in the butt. Like, see there? It was too fast. Anyway, a couple seconds, not the end of the world. But if you manage to take the car with you, you actually won't lose. You don't have to chase him anymore. You can just drive right away to the place. So hopefully he can drive faster than me today. That'd be nice. I'm not really playing with sound. My headset broke, so we're just going with our gut instinct. There we go. It's about time. He does start to go away faster though, so if I stick to him, he's gonna lose me eventually. Eventually. And this is where the more concentrated part comes in. I don't want to make any mistakes. So yeah, a little story about this game. I'm essentially a convicted bank robber at the time before I decided to start a family. And the boss that I used to work for didn't like that because he wants me to do a couple more missions for him or a couple more like vendettas. Unfortunately, I said no, and I lived on my own, but they killed my wife and they took my kid. So now we have to go get our kid. Because our wife is down on the curb, people think that I killed my wife on purpose to get money or whatever. So here's a couple of goons just holding up the fort, I guess. We're going to pick up a pistol because it's going to be important for the next level. And we're just going to roll our way through like nothing's happened. We could just like roll through people. The problem with Hammond with rolling this section is he'll like to touch and like to hold walls like that. That was just bad, but anyway. We're going to heal up just a little bit so he can go up faster. It's a tough life. It's a tough life. He chose the hard life. And we're going to have to just, deal with the consequences. There's a way to kind of walk up the stairs. He walks like he has a stick up his butt. But if you walk in a specific angle, you'll just kind of like glitch upwards. Because he'll be in a standing walking position. But, that's about it. So that's Charlie, the guy who took my kid. He's the big boss man, and his plan is literally to kill everybody. So he wants to rule the world with fridges and stoves. Yeah, no guns, no drugs, just fridges and stoves. He wants to live the Walmart life, and nobody agrees with it because, who makes money off of fridges and stoves? This part, he finally catches me. He gives me a cell phone, and he wants me to kill a couple people. He wants me to burn places down. He wants me to set up, his evil doings. And I gotta get there as fast as possible, otherwise... Well, there's no timer on this, really. There's no time limit to get to the location I need to be in. But, I have to do what he says, otherwise I fail the mission. So, tough life. It's a tough life. Driving this game is hard. So if anybody wants to try to play this just for even 5 minutes to see what the feelings are, it's very, very punishing, but very rewarding at the same time. If you drive fast enough and you go through people and you don't hit anybody, you can get to places really quickly. If you hit a guy though, or you hit a car, you're total. You're finished. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You gotta take another car. Because cars are very sensitive. Hypersensitive to damage. So, bad positioning, but it's fine. It's not bad. Yeah, I know, right? driving off on the right side. No, this is England, so left side. Left side. But you'll see the NPCs sometimes do like crazy things, and they'll just like try to cut you and all that stuff because they panic, and then that just ruins the entire drive. And you have to find a new car. You have to evade whatever you're being chased with. You know, guys like that. Eventually, we'll come back to this section here. We just passed it. That's the Chinatown section. So right here, we're going to our famous bar, and we're gonna go meet a couple buddies. Have a few drinks, have a few laughs, you know, stuff like that. These are technically my old friends, but yeah, we're not friends anymore. That's weird. Anyway, like I said, just sidestep and you can just like jump up the stairs pretty quickly. I'm not supposed to get shot there. So what you're supposed to do is burn the bar down, or burn the building down by aiming this candlestick. Just killing a couple people. I didn't like that. Okay, he dies pretty quickly. Well, so if you shoot the guy behind the chair and you shoot this candle here, the guy should there die because of the fire, and their alarm should like sound. So this dude spawns, you just go downstairs.
Get out! It's burning! Get out of the way!
We're gonna take the police car because it's faster. Now, for people wondering how I get the boost start, if you hold your handbrake, I got a flat tire so it doesn't work. If the car is mint condition, you hold the handbrake, and when the car advances just slightly a bit, count to like 1, and then let go of the handbrake as you hold the gas pedal. You'll disappear, you'll move a lot faster. You'll take off. It's kind of like a handbrake boost. So, no, it's not cheating, it's just the way the game's made. I don't know why, it's just the way it is. So, for example, car gets repaired here, and then here's a boost. That's it. Now you're almost at top speed, so you can just drive straight. Okay, so he spawned there, which is good. Cops should not have to care about me. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, so the moment where you hear on the radio that they lost me, I'm clear to kind of drive how I want to, without worrying that a cop is going to cut in front of me. So I just have to drive between traffic. Hold your breath, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Now, cops do uphold the law in this game pretty well. If you drive on the opposite part of the road, they'll get triggered. If you drive on the sidewalk, they'll get triggered. If you hit somebody, they'll get triggered. If you hit a car, they'll get triggered. They'll trigger. Everything triggers a cop. So you just don't want to piss them off if you're driving somewhere as fast as you can. Until you hear on the radio chat that they lost you, then you're free to kind of drive a little bit more reckless, I guess. But yeah, my driving is bad. I haven't trained this in a few days, so this is going to be something. I've been trained for this day. Come on.
This must be it.
Now, we arrived at the Triads area. Now, the Triads have drugs in the basement. Charlie said that he wanted to have his drugs.
You can, babe. I'm just browsing, alright?
So just go steal it and then bring it back. Have a good smashing old time.
It's close upstairs.
This guy doesn't see me. Nobody sees me, in fact. A little hard to kind of like jump throttle that stairs. These stairs can be punishing or they can be rewarding. Depends.
Wait, hold on. Come on, maybe you
It is, eh? Now, I don't want to get shot too much.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't want to shoot too much because I'll waste too much time just rolling. Or just getting, like, stun locked. When you roll, you can't get stun locked. You can just run through the shot, so it's not too bad. I'm trying to find a glitch to get through here, but this seems to be the best way to do it. Take the shotgun with you. And now, technically, if you're playing this for the first time, you want to shoot that big orange barrel there and burn everybody that's here, but we're just gonna walk in here in the middle and just blow everybody away. They teach you how to manually aim properly, so it's not too bad. Now I'm driving away with my stolen goods. They're gonna chase me a bit. Cops are gonna be aggroed now because someone's chasing me. Or there's no cop here. Interesting. Usually there's a cop right there somewhere, just trying to uphold the law. But surprisingly, no one's behind me. Okay, it's not bad. So we have the stolen goods. We're going to go meet the guy at the bar, give him his goods, and then we'll see what happens next. I'll have you guys know that this game, the first time I ran it, it took me 2.5 hours to complete it at the fastest of my abilities. And after being with Aaron, after Aaron and OC showed up to show us the map of London and everything, we kind of found better routes and better tactics and strategies that ended up cutting the game down to almost an hour. So a little bit under an hour. We were able to hit sub-hour, which is pretty good. So like I said, the cops here, they'll try to stop you. People don't move. They don't. You can honk on them, but sometimes they'll just not give a crap. There you go, he lost me. Now I can just drive straight. So we should be okay. Just killed someone. I know, there's gonna be a lot of killing. I just killed a whole armada of triad people. A couple of people on the road, it's not too bad. I mean, they could have stayed home, it's COVID. It's curfew, right? So we go to the Spotted Dog Inn, which is a bar in London. And the trick here is that if you turn right right before the cutscene, the guy will spawn literally by the door that he has to enter in instead of wasting him to walk around. So we'll see if Eyebrows does what I think Eyebrows will do. Hopefully. He should be inside. Yeah, that's it. So he's on this side. He should get this door. And we can take off. Otherwise, he'd be on the other side. He would walk around. He would tell you that you're dumb. And you're wasting his time. So, that kind of stuff. And then he just shot the cop. Which is, yeah, beautiful. Whatever. Okay, we lost it, which is good. I'm gonna have to focus here. Because this place is tight. This car is armored, by the way. So, if I hit something face on, I won't lose the vehicle. Because he's meant to hit a truck. So, at least for this level. Or a wall, that too, that happens. I was trying a new strat there, it didn't work. I was trying to cut through the traffic, because traffic is really bad today. London traffic, you know?
I feel like killing some coppers. Come on, step on it, we ain't got long.
Just small adjustments. And now we're supposed to hit a police van, which is set up for us to kind of get our comrade inside the back of the truck. Powered by Mercedes. It's Lexus, it's not Mercedes. Actually, Is there a Mercedes? There is a Mercedes in this game. It's owned by the Jamals, which are the black people who sell coke for guns, or they buy guns, sell coke. I don't know. I think they sell coke and they buy guns. So here the job is, because this van's immune to any damage past that point, I have to kind of wait. But then after that, just a couple of hits more and truck should kind of succumb. He didn't! Okay, that's fine. Whatever. You're supposed to hit him right in the front, get kind of stuck, kind of glitch into him. Usually after that hit, that's enough. Car traffic, in traffic can help as well. But I kind of goofed it. And people do slow you down. There you go. You just needed a little hit, that's all. Looks like a Mercedes. It's a Lexus. A lot of these cars are actual real cars, so. A lot of the cars are real cars. In fact, that's why the Getaway got so much shame, because a lot of copywritten things in the game haven't been approved. So they kind of went like, you know, it's crossed the big X on the game. Then they decided to make a sequel. And from the sequel, they were planning to make a third game, but the third game ended up being a bust. Probably because there was no team or, you know, details. They were supposed to come out like 3 years ago. They were supposed to make it look like GTA 4. But lore-wise, I don't think that's gonna happen. But they're planning to bring it back. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. London bus. That's a Lexus. Yeah. LEX US. Just have bad RNG. Okay. Most of the time they'll stop, but not always. Now we could lose him here, which is gonna be pretty good. I'd rather hit people, honestly, than a car. I know I sound bad when I say that, but hitting people doesn't do damage to the vehicle. If I hit a car, though, it'll put a dent. It'll literally put a dent in the run. So I'd rather hit the sidewalk guy than hit a car guy. And the car is still armored, so I'm not too worried about it. And we just have to squeeze ourselves in, we should be fine. Please, please. So this is Jake, the big guy who's really dumb. He's probably the dumbest nephew anybody has ever had. Because all he wants to do is blow people up and just not give a crap, I guess. If he hates someone, he'll just kill them, and then he thinks he's a tough guy, right? So... But his old man is smarter because he wants to sell accessories. Like kitchen appliances and stuff, which is kind of dumb. Yeah, so you'll see some people like look like they're looking at you, but they're not. So you just gotta ignore them. Just keep walking by them. You have a little chat here. There's Jake. Oh no, that's the what's his name again? I don't think I ever know this guy's name. You know his name in the second story, which is with Frank. And we're only doing Hammond at this point. There, Bobby. Car is stronger than people. Yeah, so we're just gonna walk up to this guy, whack him. No one's gonna hear anything, it's fine, totally fine. And we're just gonna roll our way to the office, hoping that we'll see our kid. And here we are. So in this part of the game, he goes to the office, Charlie's office. He looks around and he sees a couple of like hit points, or like points that his friend from the other hit that he pulled on, which is the first level. Let me just re-explain that. That was terrible. The first level, when I burned the building down, there's a guy called Liam, who's his best friend, who works at that pub as a gangster, obviously. And Liam is literally his second-hand man, and he'll kind of like try to search and scope out for the kid. So when I went to Charlie's office, in the back of his head, there's a big gigantic map. And on the map points out multiple sections or places that Charlie, the big villain, owns. So Hammond calls his buddy up and tells him to check these and these places. He gets caught calling, but because obviously big boy Jake is dumb, he goes, "What are you doing here? Like, who you calling?" Like, he doesn't even say who you're calling. He just walks in and says, "You're not supposed to be here. I told you to stay put." Like, that's it. So you got away with it, but well. Jake is dumb. And then when I call him a moron, he assumes I called him a Mormon. So that's Jake in a nutshell. Woo! No, didn't want to hit that. Okay. One thing about this game. Cars hit people, but if you have to choose between that black wall of doom, hit the car. Don't hit the wall, hit the car. Because you hit the wall, the car's total. Finished. Like, you can't do anything anymore. You black out. Insta blackout. Yeah, this game's pretty fast, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, we have to go through the park. Yes, we have to drive slowly. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Guys, I passed him already, and he runs into me, which is funny. Okay, next section. So this is Chinatown. They beat up a guy who they want to piss off the triads. And we're dump his corpse down, and we have to leave. This car is technically pretty strong, but it's not immune to everything. This car is, however, immune to everything. Except for tires. Tires kind of suck, but whatever. So my tires are good. Perfect. We're driving an armored car. And I mean an armored series car. Like, there's no way on earth that this car can hit anything and break. So we can go as fast as we can. It's literally a lot faster than the Honda that we just drove. And we're on a way to kind of bait the triads to fight against the Jamals, because we set them up that way. And the only reason that I know this is because I played the second part of the story, so if anybody wants to check that out. I did put a few runs on the internet. Or you could look at the speedrun.com. They'll show you the second chapter, I guess, from a different perspective. Because we're playing Hammond's perspective, and there's a second one which is Carter's perspective, which is the flying squad cop. So this is pretty easy. You just have to drive down to a garage, which is kind of like a gang war setup. And you assume that your buddies are going to be there to help you out, but you find out that that's not the case, so. Just have to get to places. I could kind of honk for people to move a little farther away, but if I honk, sometimes they'll freeze and they'll kind of point a finger at me and say, "What the hell am I doing there?" Or they'll move to the side like most nice people should do and let me just have my road. But, well. Cars and more cars? Yeah, more cars. More cars. Okay, so this is a trick here. I like to park my car right by this car here. And AI are too fat to fit between a little crack of a car or, wide enough that they'll just choke up there and I won't have to fight so many people. And he throws a molly, which is the worst that you can get. We have to walk here, kill this guy, and then we could pretty much leave. Because we're trying to find out where our buddies are at. But they don't show up, so we have to kind of touch that point. That's a checkpoint over there, and then we just roll back our way there. That's it, next. Otherwise, if we would have failed that, we would have to fight two wars. We would have to fight the triads, and we would have to fight the black guys at the same time. Or the Jamals, I guess, if you want to call them. And that would just be hard, because you could die literally in between that fight there. This drive here is probably going to be the hardest drive in the run anyways, because exactly that. I didn't expect him to turn into me. And this car is supposed to last us all the way to the end, but now after 30 seconds it's gonna die, so we're gonna drive as far as we can. Grab another car, hopefully a fast one. Hopefully we can spawn a good one here, because all these cars kind of suck, so just hope we can find it. Because this is the fastest car so far from what I can grab. See that? That's just... doesn't make any sense. Why would you block me? But anyway. Okay. So in about 10 seconds this car is going to be totaled. And we have to grab a new one. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Rip that spot. We're just going to grab another one, hopefully. We can't grab nobody. No, we got a cop. That's good. It's okay. We don't need any guns for this one. We just have to go find a technician's car to set up for the other level. Cop doesn't like us. Police cars are decently fast, but I rather like this one, for example. It's a little faster compared to most. I goofed, which happens. If that was me, I would have reset the run. 1 minute is way too long. Because it takes about 30 seconds to find a car, get in, pull a guy out, shoot people if you have to. But when you kill a cop, your notoriety goes higher, and you have these cops that spawn, and they won't let you go until you do something miraculous. Which I just made it harder for myself, essentially. So this car I'm driving is like a tier 1 cop, and the other cops like those are tier 2 cops, which are more advanced. I guess they're more armed as well, or like more armored, I guess, not armed, because they don't pull out SMGs. Then you have these guys who don't like me because I burned their place down. And then I don't have the... Everyone hates me at this point. Like, just... cops hate me, gangsters hate me. But cops will let me go if I don't, like, kind of start any trouble. It's okay. Carjacking speedrun? Yeah, it's essentially GTA on car theft. Grand Theft Getaway Auto. That's what it is. But this is the hardest drive. Like, it's by far not a fun drive. Because the corners are tight, the cars are everywhere. Cops are like gonna be aggroed on everything because you hit every section that will like kind of trigger a gang car in an area. And if a cop sees you being chased, he won't chase after the bandit, he'll chase after you and he'll fight you instead. But if you manage to get away, yeah, they start fighting amongst themselves, but it's not enough to really say, you know. So this is the tech van. This is the technician's van. So as a technician, I've been told I have to go to the cop station and kill the crooked supervisor cop who's working with Charlie for the last, I don't know, 30 years or something. So we're on our way to kill the supervisor in a cop station. So there's two ways to drive to this spot. Either you drive all the way down to Oxford, which is the main street in London, which is to the left, or I can kind of cut a little bit to the right by the park, by Hyde Park to be exact, which is on my right. And then I kind of can wiggle through the small roads that don't have that much traffic, because the other way around is kind of more riskier. This van is armored again because I'm going to be hitting another technician who's meant to go to the police station, but he's going to have a day off today. I don't believe he's going to be working today. So this route is technically faster because it's safer, but both routes are equally the same because you're going to have to drive on the road anyway. You kind of have to show up to the van. I'd like to also congratulate Soda on his run. Well played, dude. Well played. Dark Soda, who played Harvest Moon earlier. He's the one that told me to participate in this event, and I thank him for it. Didn't think I was going to get accepted, to be honest, because it's a pretty long run altogether, but at least it's better than 2.5 hours, so just on the top left, there's the van. He's parked on the sidewalk doing his job. Now he's going to leave, and we're just going to kind of carjack him. Just a little bit, you know? There you go. And he's totaled, just like that. Gonna move our way up. Cop doesn't know anything. We're good. Now we can't have any cop aggro on this level. It's never happened that I aggroed a whatchamacallit, a gangster, because we are kind of changed. We're not Hammond anymore. We're Technician Hammond, or Technician Mark, if you want to use his first name. And nobody recognizes us, so we can just drive away to the police station unharmed or unhindered. And this is where the runs are going to start to go south, because we're going to have another partner with us. He's going to stick with us till the end. And she likes to ruin my runs all the time. And I mean all the time. it's her name is Yasmin. You'll see Yasmin in a bit. I'm so unlucky. The drive is terrible. Terrible today. I always feel if I drive around lunchtime, the traffic in London is not so bad. Like IRL, not so bad. Okay, so no cops here. I can kind of hit people, kind of get through. I've never had that much of a traffic jam. Cops can see everything, by the way. If you hit someone on the sidewalk, even next to the cop station, the cops will be aggro to you. So if you walk in, they'll notice you and they'll just chase you down with a gun because you're unarmed. But the moment you pull out a gun, they'll start shooting you. So at least London is that fair. You know, they don't shoot us right away. They kind of just point at us and just kind of walk. That's what I'm talking about. Glitch stair climbing. Failed it a little bit, but you can kind of launch yourself up pretty quickly.
Yeah, he does. First Owen Collins.
But yeah. So we could play the safe route, or we could play the aggressive route. Safe route is stealth mode. And aggressive route is shoot everybody in sight mode. And just chase this guy down. So we're just going to do it faster. Oh, it's Benny. It's Benny's. They're Benny's. No. Okay, that's not bad. That's not Benny. It's okay. I call them Benny's because those guys are the cops that have blonde kind of cornrow hair. Like this guy. And he's unkillable. He just doesn't die. He takes so many bullets. Okay, that should be it. I think I killed everybody. Now, if McCormick, which is the head cop, is still in the middle there... Okay, no, he left. Regular civilians, no one cares. Now, you gotta kill everyone in this room for him to move forward, which we did. And I don't want to injure him too much, otherwise he walks slower, so we're just gonna wait for the cop to kind of... Now we're going to have to kind of shoot him down, though. So we pull a hit in the police station, literally. And to kind of keep him moving, we got to keep up with him a little bit so we can kill the other cops that are next to him. But sometimes it doesn't work with that. No! So I'm talking about Benny is a dangerous man. He will come out of nowhere. He's a dangerous man. And I can die anytime. Like, because I'm so injured, they could just literally put me under arrest because I'm too weak to counter. You know what I mean? So, kill the officer, we're okay. I got so scared there because he came out of nowhere. Benny is strong. One whip sometimes won't kill him. And he'll go, you're under arrest, and you just ripped 3 minutes of my run.
Let's move it.
Because that's what he does. Now, I could have walked on the left, which is faster, but because Yasmin could die, we're going to kill these officers first, because they spawn here. And I don't want them to come from behind, because Yasmin is kind of dope, so... Like I said, Yasmin is terrible. So I'm just spamming kind of like aim, trigger, and shooting just to prevent, like if someone spawns in front of me, I can just shoot him with one bullet and go to the next, kind of stun him, and just position ourselves better. Because if you stay in the smoke, you do get weaker. Shoot the box, and then you can just take a car and go. Just go. Now I'm gonna take the extreme door so Yasmin follows me in. She's not happy because I shot her once. It happens, you know. You can't have them all in life. Now we're gonna go to a safe hideout because we kind of, you know, want to cool down a little bit. We have Yasmin who's gonna work with us now. Yasmin is a hooker, by the way, and she used to work for Charlie, but Charlie wanted her dead. But I saved her life, and I was gonna kill her because she was part of the team that killed my wife. But then she explained what happened, and Hammond's like, yeah, okay. just come with me and we'll just, you know, kick Charlie's butt. If I hit a car here, it's not too bad. I'm close. It's a couple seconds away. Just a couple seconds. I mean, Hammond doesn't have a wife anymore, so I mean, Yasmin's not a bad-looking girl, I guess, right? You can kind of hit that. It's a trigger point. It's fine. Just move over. 35 minutes is not bad. I like it. We might get world record. I don't know. I'm feeling it's possible. World record is 56-57. We're at 35 and already a little bit past the midpoint, so. So this car is actually the officer in the second game who got suspended. And we're just borrowing his car for now. And we're gonna make our way downtown. Driving fast, hitting no one, hopefully. Oh, and did I mention that putting your sirens on also triggers cops? Like, they don't like that one bit. So if I put the siren on, they know I'm not a cop, and they'll come attack me. Trigger. But if you stand behind a grating or like those metal posts or something, you're invisible. They can't see you. So this thing right here on the right, the fence. Just because you're behind the fence, the cop doesn't care. He'll just let you be. So it's like cover, in a way. So down to Soho we go. See what I mean by people? You put a siren on, they'll stay still. Okay, they moved. Move. Good. Move. No! I hate that section, dude.
Do you want to see your son again or what?
We might. So we have the cops behind us. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, at least we didn't get totaled. This car's taken enough of a beating. We just don't want to do that. If this car takes one more hit, though, it's going to be totaled. Or it's going to come close to being totaled. Car has like 3 health bars. You have this health bar, which is good. You know, full strength, moves fine, no damages. The moment the light smoke comes on, it's a warning that the engine will break. And the moment it hits black, dark, pitch black smoke, like you saw earlier, it's totaled. It's finished. You can't drive faster than like 5K or something. You can drive faster backwards, though, but it's not significant enough to really care. Like, there's no point. Just get a new car. We're gonna see if we can hold these machine guns down. Or get enough bullets. This should be enough to clear the entire floor. We'll see, though. God damn it. Really? Layla just fell down on the side. She's a stripper. We were supposed to get, but she dropped dead. Just kill that guy. Good. So we wanted to kill the guy at the bar, wait by the side door for the other guy to kind of move, shoot him there, and then just move to the bathroom and just kill the last guy and just move on. Otherwise, we'd have to go in the room, get the guy, come back out, get hit by another guy, and it would just take too much time.
Come on, let's go get the old toss.
So we're driving a Saab. Sabe, saba, saba.
They're gonna kill us.
Saba. This, I don't know why the traffic diverges to the right every freaking time, dude.
Fancy a jolly jaunt to Mayfair?
Bad RNG. Bad RNG. Usually I can just drive up there pretty quickly, but all the cars decided today that road was going to be occupied. So we're kind of screwed.
Charlie was worried you'd squeal then.
Now this drive is relatively smooth. Sometimes. But
And he knows I wouldn't. It's just
because we don't really have that much gangsters, and there's nobody who owns this kind of spot. Like, there's nobody that owns this area, really. It's kind of a neutral zone. So we can kind of drive relatively quickly and not have to worry that someone's going to cut us. So we should be okay. I like the music in this game altogether. It's nothing too overwhelming, but sometimes it gets really repetitive if you failed enough times, so it's like, okay. Played this game for years. Oh, don't do that.
take it easy, Helen.
So many cars on the road today. Okay, that's a good sign. Usually cars coming on a specific queue on speed, so that car crossing there was just good queue that we're decently quick. We've made it. The cop may be mad, but by the time he turns around, we could lose him. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, this is the only guys that we're gonna have problems with, maybe. Maybe.
Come on.
Okay, should be fine.
Lose the yard is.
This is where it gets tricky. Should be okay. So technically, this is International User Flasher Day.
Do you want to see?
And I mean use Flasher because we're supposed to bring Yasmin to the mansion in this level, but I decided no, she's gonna come with me instead. And let's hope this glitch works. This entire building should be filled with cowgirls, exactly like her. So we'll see. We'll see if that's the case. I don't know though. No, I don't think so. No, glitch didn't work, but it's fine. It's just like, it's a skin glitch, I guess, because you brought Yasmin with you, and everyone's a cowgirl. And now we're just gonna steal this guy's money, so he can have a good break for it when we leave. Okay, take this machine gun, take this guy out, and we got drugs. Awesome. So we're taking drugs. We're gonna call Liam, and we're gonna say, Liam, we got drug money. I should have enough. If something happens to me, give it to my son and let him live a prosper life. And Liam's like, okay, cool. And he leaves it in a car back at the garage there. And that's it. We leave. Now we're gonna go see Jake, who's the dude who wants to get us killed from the beginning. Why is my flat? Okay, he got lucky. He's not supposed to shoot my tire, but he did. So we kind of screwed that drive. I guess this is where my true training comes in. Driving with a flat. Yeah, driving with flats is not fun. It's not a pleasant feeling at all. Because after about a minute, the tire will break, and you'll lose control even more hazardly. But so far, I'm kind of impressed that the traffic is nice now. It's not too bad. I'm gonna take the bus section here. Boop. And we should be good. Should be good. Assuming there's no cop ahead of us. We didn't kill anybody, so the cops should be kind of cool. I was not supposed to jump that, but we did. Now, jumping here is kind of random. If you drive like on a little sidewalk, tiny like sidewalk in the middle of the street, if both your tires hit it at a specific velocity, your car will heave up into the air and kind of give it an additional boost. However, when you land, you lose control. So it's kind of at your own risk if you want more speed, but it's also very, very dangerous. It's okay, we're right here. It's fine. We made it. Woo! Okay, good. Now we're trying to find a plan how we're supposed to show that we got money, but how we're supposed to get some money, but now we're just gonna kill everybody. What are you doing, Sparky? His name is Sparky, by the way. This guy's called Sparky. And Sparky was supposed to run down by me so I can whack him, but he doesn't let me whack him. I'm kind of sad, but whatever.
Oh, he's killed the Sparks. Have some of that.
That guy, I should have just went around. That would have been so much easier. There's another strat which is slightly quicker or like safer. If I didn't decide to wait for Sparky, I could have went behind the warehouse, kill the guy up top, and just move on forward. But the faster way is to do what I'm doing now and just say screw that and just kill everybody in front of me. You missed. Nice try, dude. Okay. Now we're getting whipped. We got caught. Charlie doesn't like what we did, but he's not going to kill us right away. And he says, you know what? It doesn't matter because we already have everything planned. And because this kind of tips in his favor, he's going to call out everybody and say, oh, by the way, I found the guy who killed all your guys. Be pissed at him, not me. Woo! You know, that kind of stuff. So there's a little cutscene there that's all dark because you're in a black room. Kind of give it the effect. So Yasmin, who was with us, who was supposed to be at the mansion, she got discovered.
Are you ready?
She was not Layla, the hooker that we're supposed to kind of grab. Come on, Yasmin.
Get this
That's what I mean by Yasmin. She can't kill anybody.
Okay, I'm on it.
I need you to cover me, Hammond.
So Yasmin was supposed to go to the bar mansion to act like Layla, but obviously Yasmin doesn't look like Layla. So
Watch out,
Rip.
Desmond. Kill that.
she got discovered, and then we got both caught, and we're supposed to die in that jail cell. Sadly, that's not happening today. So we gotta break our way out.
I'll take care of
Guys should spawn here, actually.
You guys were always shit.
Get up these stairs. Guys should be waiting for us. Boom, dead. Gonna go around, and we're gonna get a decently fast car. It's not much faster, but it's still pretty quick. So hopefully we don't scrap it.
I hope you know what you're getting into, Carter. I don't trust it.
This car has to last. It has to last. Now we're gonna go to the mansion where we're gonna find Charlie, and we're gonna see if we can beat him up and get our kid back. But that's not gonna work. Today it's just not gonna happen. So this game is the getaway, but it's not. I'm not really getting away. I'm more like chasing. But what can I say? Okay. Well, physics. Oh no! 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 What'd you do? I needed this car. Like I said, cops. That's what they do. Everyone runs. But also not surprised that... I wouldn't be surprised if Yasmin actually shot and triggered the cop. So we're just gonna drive as fast as we can with this thing. Even if we're smoking hard. See if we can grab a different car. Oh, we got a cop. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so we got a cop car. It should be okay. Get in. Cop should be alright. Then we should go to Triad Town. I'm trying to remember the route exactly detailed because I always screw it up which road I'm supposed to take. But this part is clear to me because I did this a few times, so it should be okay. Which time do I have? 49 minutes? Okay, so I'm supposed to go straight here, turn up a road. Because we killed cops, we've aggroed them, which sucks, but deal with it. There's no traffic here, which is surprisingly interesting. But we're almost there. Now, here's the bigger, one of the biggest glitches in the game that I found that saves quite a bit of time. Car's dead though. So okay, we're just gonna kill everybody here really quick. I don't like doing it, but we have no choice. Come on. No, Yasmin dies! Why would you do... Okay, she died. Oh well, that just happened. Oh, whatever. We'll redrive again.
I just don't trust Carter.
That's what I mean. Yasmin rips runs. She destroys them all. Because she'll try to be a hero, and she'll die. But here's the problem now. Now we got everyone aggroed because the game reset. So we have everybody aggroed, including our own mobsters. We've lost like maybe a minute and a half, but hopefully I can drive there with no problems. If nobody spawns here, we'll be okay. No, see, they spawned already. That was terrible. Hate Yasmin. And like I said, driving, you shouldn't be shooting anybody. You have to drive. You have to drive. Because Yasmin will screw it all up. She'll make you cry. Tears of joy. Yeah, see, they're aggroed now. They exist. They're people. They exist. But surprisingly, we're okay. Not too bad. Not too much damage done.
Can you drive or what?
We should be okay. Yeah, Yasmin ruined the run for like a minute. It's not too bad though. 51 minutes is pretty decent. But we should be out of that mansion by 52 minutes. If we were out by 52, which is not happening, I'm saying like 54. 54 should be a comfort zone to finish before an hour. But this is literally the second to last level, so it's not that hard. It's we're gonna be done pretty quickly. I just hope RNG doesn't screw me, and cross my fingers and hope everything goes good. Like, I want these tried guys to kind of spawn now, but they did. Oh, they did. Left side. Okay. Some on the left.
We're gonna shake these
So
cars.
we should be decently okay. And I take that little spot. I take that little spot by the park. Like, now they're shooting us, which is not good. If you go by a wall, they'll crash into the wall and they'll be totaled. Simple as that. Cops, though, are a little bit easier to knock out because when they smoke just a bit or they get a flat tire or something, they automatically can't chase you. And they just call in. But the gangsters, they don't care. If the car gets scrapped, they don't care. As long as they get their target. I don't know what's with these polls today, but okay, whatever. If they get their target, they don't care. They'll keep going until the car gets totally smashed black and they have no speed anymore. Then they'll just lose you. Like right now I'm being chased. So, too bad. Should have turned left, but we're gonna go right. It's fine. I should have kept going straight, I mean. But we'll do this. We're gonna cut through a lot of cars. Kind of get to our mansion as quickly as we can. Because we were supposed to turn back there on that street, but we decided to go around a little bit. Kind of spawn traffic a little differently. And that's it. Now we're going to drop Yasmin in front because we don't want her to ruin a run. She'll leave. She'll run to that spot, which is good. This is the major glitch of the game. Woo! We're back to the glitches. That's like the only glitch, really, that we can do. That's major. And that's this one right here. Hopefully I don't die, because if I die, we'll respawn at the front of the mansion. We won't respawn where we were at before.
Watch it.
So, if camera lets me... So hard to do with it, Alexis. No. Okay, so screw that up. We're supposed to back the car up just far enough so Hammond can get through. And just enough so the camera doesn't throw us away from where we're trying to back up into. And then go inside the garage. And I died. But I made it in, which is close. But it's a really, really technical thing. It's fine. We'll just pick a different car. Yasmin already ripped this run so hard, so whatever. She ripped it. The smaller the vehicle, in my opinion, the better, but people have decided that, or at least the guys who've run before me, Aaron being one of them, and OC, I think, also ran this game. I don't think OC ever ran this game. Alright, that's it. So, we're in. Car's out. We don't have Yasmin with us, but the game thinks we have Yasmin with us. So she shouldn't die to just random goons. And we can just make our way in.
Have some of that.
No, go up. So this is like a puzzle in the game, the first puzzle that you encounter. You can't just shoot anybody you want, or you can't just run to your location. It's kind of just to cool you down. So, okay, you made it this far. Now, can you use your brain? And just, like, go through my mansion. But it's not too difficult. I remember finding a glitch that was able to make me go up the stairs, like, lightning speed. But it's unfortunate.
Charlie wants the boy.
Are you kidding me? Okay, so we got shot twice. Now we have to heal up. I have died up the stairs somehow. I don't know why, but it's happened. Okay, so we're full health. That's not bad. Come on, Hammond. Up the stairs. Now, we're not going to do this trick. We're just going to run through the smoke detectors. Get a little injured, which is fine. And we should be okay to go upstairs. If we were with Yasmin, she would have died. I just hope that Hammond doesn't die up the top of the stairs, because it's happened before. I don't know why. And just go to this door here, and you should be fine. There you go. There's two steel wings like this. Stairs is like something to cool the gamer down, because I don't know why, I just don't like it.
We need a car.
Out.
Get a fast
Oh.
one. We've got to be quick.
So we're gonna pick a faster car.
You think I'll know that?
We're actually, remember that TVR we found in the garage? We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna grab the TVR, because we already ripped this run in pieces. For the world record, we lost. Like, right now, it's the world record time. But, oh well. So we're gonna say, hey, Yasmin, you like my car? It's fast. We're gonna grab the fastest car in the game, which is this one right here, to kind of get us to where we need to be. Technically, you could go through the mansion again on foot, and then just meet the garage, and that's it. Or you could just do what I do, and just grab the car. I hope Yasmin didn't die there.
Hey, yes. Come on, we gotta go.
Okay, she spawned. Good.
Come on.
She spawned. Come on, Yasmin. Get it? Like, come on. Alright, so we got the fastest car in the game. We should... This car's hypersensitive again to damage, but it's super fast. And cops, I don't care, because this car is
I'm doing this
lightning
for you.
compared to most cars in this game.
I don't do favors.
The only trick to this... The only difference in driving this car is that if you haven't attained top speed, your car will still be sensitive to turning. Unlike the other cars that have hit their top speed and you can just tap, you know, the direction to move. But this car is, like, has a sweet spot to really, kind of turn if you're not going at your top speed or whatever. So this car is fast. There's no car that can catch up to it. So if we are getting chased, we will lose them. Like, no problem. We just hope we don't smash into something and nobody gets aggroed, so we should be okay. Good, good. Alright, good. So I'm just gonna focus here because driving this thing is hard, but also very dangerous because anything can like rip this car to pieces like that. That would have been bad. So now we have to go to the dock, which is essentially Charlie's boat. And he wants to blow everybody up on the boat, so we're gonna see if we can save her son and everything at the same time. Yeah, you can't twitch. You can't twitch. Alright, so we're top speed. Which is good. We don't want to lose control. As I say that. Oh my god, stop! Why is there so many vans today? Usually the small cars, I could take small cars, not vans.
Step on it, Mark. We can't have much time.
Jesus Christ, so many vans! Okay. Now here it gets dangerous because Bethnal Mob, which is this guy here, he'll cut in front, he'll ruin the car, you have no speed anymore. But we're gonna lose him because obviously this car can outrun him. I just hope nobody else spawns. So it's white or red, and white and red cars scare the shit out of me. Except for cops. Cops don't really scare me. See, we already lost him. Cop wasn't aggroed. He was cool. We're too fast. Yes, it takes time to grab the car, but when you do have it, it can literally save your life because it's fast. Anybody who spots you will lose you. That's how fast they do it. What? Okay, I could have just turned. Oh, I got flat. Wow, nice shot, dude. Nice shot.
Step on it.
It's fine. I still have a fast car. Don't care. I feel like I'm the roadrunner with one leg. I just can't run fast, but oh well. There we go, there we go. Now, we run back here because all the doors in the front are closed. These guys show up. Let Yasmin fight them. I don't care. She can shoot them all if she wants. As long as I get close enough, I can teleport. This is already a checkpoint. I should lose Yasmin because she's back there shooting. The moment we get to the close, to the fence that's there, we should be okay. Again, Yasmin's back there. Now we've made it to this spot. I'm not even sure if it's gonna reset because she's too slow. Where's Yasmin? There she is. Come on, Yasmin. Like, I don't want to fail the mission and just like restart again. It's so dumb. We were supposed to lose her, but apparently she was close enough.
This is a bloodbath.
Let's get in there.
So to prevent her from dying, we're gonna shoot everybody we see, so she can kind of run through and not die. Kill both boys, which is good.
How you feeling now?
Now we're gonna take this gun. We're gonna see if we can shoot Harry before we get down the stairs. Harry's the guy we have to assassinate because he pissed us off. The moment we hit these, we should be okay. Yasmin's now immune. She can do what she wants. She can get laid with all the guys on the boat if she wants to. I don't care. But here's Harry, and we're gonna shoot him a bit. I always try to see if I can kill Harry, but Harry never dies. But he's injured now, so you can kill him faster. Boom. We'll take the safer route instead of this direct route. A little injured, but it's okay. There we go. 2 shots to... Oh, it was like... Yeah, it was like 2 shots. Two shots. Okay, good. I'm a little injured, which is fine. Pistol is the most accurate gun there is. What the hell is he doing, yes? Okay, he's right there, Hammond. Kill him. Jesus, I'm almost dead. That usually never happens, but I guess whatever. We need Hammond to have a straight aim, not a crooked one, so we're gonna heal him just a little bit. And we're gonna trigger Harry, who spawns up there, like right in front of us. And now we're gonna run up here, and we're gonna kind of cheat a bit. Not cheat in the sense of like R2, R2, L1, R2 shit, but we're gonna shoot Harry through this wall. And then the moment he says his regards, it should be over. And that's it. Runs over. There you go. That's it. Time right there. I don't know why the timer's still going off, but should stop.
Charlie's bomb. You could blow up half of London.
And that's it. That's GG. That's GG. Hey, stop. Stop. Supposed to stop the timer.
Careful, Dad.
That's it. It's supposed to be a little earlier. It's like 1:03, but it's fine. So we found our boy. We met with Yasmin, who kills eyebrows. We don't know what happens to eyebrows, but apparently she kills eyebrows. We found her son. We kill Harry, who's the main man for Charlie. And here's the cop that you get to play afterwards. So it was taking care of the timer. Oh, I just did. It just screwed up on me. It's not cheats. Bruce Strats! Exactly right. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's a feature. Actually, I thank Aaron for that one. He actually found that that kind of feature. And this is just a story of what happens kind of around the place. If you guys want to see it, it's like a minute cutscene. We got Charlie. So this guy was walking in front with the gun like left and right. He's the head of the Soho team, which we attacked first. Then we have Charlie, which is the bald guy who has the gun to his head on the right, who is the guy who wants to kill everybody. It was supposed to be I was supposed to be faster, but because we died, we lost 3 minutes, so we would have been 101. It would have been okay, but it's a decent run. GG. Nick shoots. Liam is the guy who's the black guy with the gun on the left. He's Hammond's best friend. He tried to help him out to find this guy, and story rolls out. The guy in the middle here with the blue jacket, or the jean jacket, that's the cop. He's the officer who wants to kill Jake. He kills Jake actually in the means of, this kind of debacle. And we're all at the bottom of this boat kind of like wondering what the hell's going on. Because he's pissed he lost his guys. The Triads is upstairs, lost their guys. The guys in the bottom of the guys, the Jamals, come in soon, or they're already there. And they're wondering why their money is stolen. So it's like a whole conflict.
Let's find out what the hell's been going on.
I'll let the cutscene play.
I should just kill you. God knows I want to.
Feature?
Of course, me.
It said feature? Oh my god.
Nick, come on, man. Let's hear him out. Let's hear what he's got
So
to
Liam
say.
is like also Nick's second-hand man. So whatever Liam says, Nick will like, okay, I'll listen to what you gotta say. So.
I arranged this meeting to hand over the boy who's been causing you all this problem.
And obviously the bald guy wants to say that, oh, I didn't do anything. He did it all. He did it all on his own. He stole my stuff too, and it's just absolutely nuts.
You promised me the situation would be cool. No evidence. And the ship did a crawl with your boy then. Promised me the crazy man. Instead we have to come down here and find him for we
And then we have a happy ending at the end. Yay.
Solution for the problem after we just do you know. We said China man.
Mr. Bobbily agrees.
GG's.
Are you all blind? Can't you see what's going on here?
Let the boy go, Nick. I'll take what's coming. It's not his fault. Let the boy in.
It'll be over soon. Give it like a 30 seconds. The best way is how he explains it.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
He killed Susie, Nick. Right in the street, in front of my gaff. He kidnapped Alex and blackmailed me into doing jobs all over town.
I'm just being quiet.
Part I couldn't figure
Don't
out
mind me.
was why he was having me taking turns in hitting you. Then you, and then you. I did it. I admit it.
Should have been the opposite. You got the triads first, then the Jamal guys,
He's my
but
boy. And he deserves a chance, doesn't he?
Continue. This story is very interesting.
these triads don't care. They're like, oh, story's very nice, even though you killed half our guys.
Sending me against you, and then watching you take chunks out of each other. While he sat back and smoked his fat fucking cigar.
I'll bring out the fucking violins. You're breaking my bleeding heart. You can't seriously be listening to this mad tosser. He killed his wife. I took his kid in out of my respect for his Susie. He's gone loop the fucking loop.
Why do you think he brought you all here? To give you Mark Hammond? Someone would have got to him eventually. We all know
That's the
that.
cop.
Either you guys or the police. Who do you think has benefited the most from all this strife? Who would like all of you lot out the way so that things were just like the good old days? And who would be mad enough to plant a bomb that would blow up half the waterfront just to make sure he had no rivals?
Oh, I saw you stay fat, man. You prefer them old days without competition. You say you want to help we without problem. But all the while is a joke thing you have play upon me. You want to block the whole town with that?
You are a fucking dinosaur, Charlie. This is the new millennium. We make more money on porno on the internet than you ever made in the knocking shops of Soho. London is multicultural. It always was. Only people like you never realised it. I mean, you're like a bad hangover from a different era. An era that's about to end.
I'm letting you go, Mark. You were a boy.
So now he realizes, he's like, you know what? Because you had a bad shit, I'll let it cool. I'll let you be.
I know what you did.
So
I
GG.
know why you did it. But it still don't make it right, does it? I lost some good lads because of
He has like an intimate moment with him. He's like, look, I lost guys too, but I understand you lost your wife. I'll let you be. Just don't come back here again. If I see you, you're dead. That's pretty much what he says. And that's about it. That should be soonish. There should be one little cutscene afterwards. And I don't know what the triads are doing, but they're kind of like lost. They just heard of the entire story and they're like, we shouldn't let him go. He just killed all of us. It's like, you know, where were you in this conversation? But anyway.
We are prepared to recognize his favor and will at the proper time.
Oh, and in the sequel, he says he wants to return favor, but there's no favor returned to him afterwards. So,
You gonna give me a problem over
because in the sequel, you don't ever see triads
Boy, him kill me
at all.
them and
It's the Russians this time, but
I'm not really too happy about him still alive.
so they all kind of make like a reunion. They're kind of like, okay, I agree. He stole my money, killed my guys. I get it.
However,
Fine.
for the
The other guy says the same thing. Killed my guys. Bad for business. Okay. And then everyone's like, okay, we're good? Like, can we leave? Leave.
Now get the fuck out of here and don't let me ever see your face in this town again. Do you hear?
And then after that, you have a second part of the game, which is for another time.
Have some fun with his lordship here.
And that's the end of that. That's the end of that. So there's going to be a little cutscene at the end there where they kind of like hints to something new. But
Don't cry.
you have to play the entire game with the first and second chapters to understand the entire story fully. But that's it.
You're pushing your luck,
Just a little more seconds. Should be done.
but I'll never go out on a limb for the filth.
Frank is kind of scared because I'm not gonna let the cop walk out of here, and he's like, shit. So he's screwed. This is the last cutscene. After that, I guess, good luck on everybody else's runs. And thanks for having me here.